started out as a wetland project has now morphed into a venture with recreational, environmental and historical values. Here to share their story is the Onepu Community Recreation Park from the Whakatane district.
I'm Tony Bond, Mayor of the Sunshine Capital, Whakatane District. With me is Diane and Bill of Onepu Park. This is a story about a group of volunteers from a very small part of our district who have taken a forgotten lake, swamp, patch of scrub and a pine forest and created an outstanding amenity. Onepu Park is something for everyone to enjoy and has been attracting thousands of our people. This project has had a great impact on our district, and I'd ask you to listen to their story.
Bill Clark, our leader, is an inspiration. He's a doer, a great organiser, and has a wonderful rapport with people. Bill has irons in many fires. Consequently, has managed to excite and involve council, Norske Skog and volunteers alike in this, our area's fabulous recreational park. Bill's passion has unsurprisingly become the passion of dozens and is fast becoming a favourite visiting spot for hundreds more.
Kia ora tatou from Onepu. 7 years ago, a group of us started an amazing journey, and it's not over yet. What started out as Onepu Wetlands has become Onepu Community Recreation Park, and we say that with pride because the word community in there says it all. The development of Onepu Park has more or less paralleled the development of our area as a tight-knit, cohesive community, and that's absolutely wonderful. Because we have got such a small population base, we've actually had to be quite resourceful and, I suppose to a degree, a little bit sneaky. And while we actually thank those people who gave the use of their tractors and rails and posts and all that sort of stuff, we actually need to acknowledge the unknown and sometimes unwitting sponsor. Like those fine blokes that were actually sealing the highway next to the park, and 2 dozen a beer, and we got a car park. Like the day on that stinking hot Sunday when one of our working bee heroes threw down his shovel and said, "Bugger this, my mate's got a digger and he owes me." Man, fast forward the track plan. Fantastic. Hey, and we also pay a really genuine tribute to those guys of the corrections department. During their time, sure, come out, took huge ownership of the park, and it was incredibly gratifying to see those guys bring their wives and kids out there on a Sunday to show their families what they had achieved. I mean, you can't really ask a great deal more than that. The park itself tracks through alongside a little lake and an old disused dock reserve, and then it disappears into a patch of scrub. Well, the lake, the story of Tamure Nui, the water nymph, the domain, the home of a water nymph. She lived there for a long time, and we have the opportunity to restore this beautiful part of the world that has become, and still is, her legendary home. The lake restoration's got a 5-year program attached to it, and and this more and more enthusiasm has been generated all the time. The track then sort of disappears into the scrub. Well, the scrub has become Otepa, our impending and actual working arboretum. Diane is the queen of arboretum. Otepa really is our forest of the future. And there we go, 47 trees, varieties of trees to plant to date, 80 to come on up there. A wonderful project, a pet project for me. And for us, in the last 7 years, to have morphed from a small wetlands project into a huge multifunctional community recreational area has actually been completely beyond our wildest dreams. I mean, we kind of feel Onepu is on the map, and we thank you. And enjoy our little clip as we come along there. Cheers.
From the dinosaurs of the Jurassic era to the wonders of the Galapagos, the story of our planet is one of evolution and adaptation. We have recently discovered another evolutionary phenomena. We call it Onepu Park. Come with me into the park and let us observe the behaviour of some of these fascinating creatures that are adapting to their new environment. Look, Volunteerus enthusiasticus, undoubtedly the most remarkable species of them all. They seem to appear whenever there are things that need doing. They're extremely biddable and have a huge range of skills. Quite extraordinary, really. I liken them to working bees. It's the Originus indiginalis. They survived here for hundreds of years before loss of habitat caused them to move on. They are now returning to their former feeding grounds in increasing numbers. A very healthy sign indeed. Here comes a great bounding wally. This species, formerly seen bounding along open highway verges, has now successfully adapted to a forest regime. Scientific evidence suggests that it has also increased its longevity. Oh, and listen, here comes a group of lesser dawdling wallies. They are more sociable creatures, more often heard than seen. Ah, the favourite playground of juvenile Bicus tyrannus. One could spend hours watching them interact. They maintain this joie de vivre even as adults. Isn't evolution an amazing thing? What an experience! And behold, the Meris ponderus, an almost godlike specimen that spends a great deal of time gazing into the void. There is an aura about this creature, and one wonders, does it sit there and think, or does it just sit there? Onepu Park has a universal feel about it. The mighty oaks, towering eucalypts, and of course the arboretum with its incredible array of flora. Look, halflings skipping into Otapa, the forest of the future, their future. This is a very special part of Onepu Park. It is the home of Tamurendui, the water nymphs. This legendary creature, half woman, half fish, lived here for hundreds of years until the attentions of an ardent suitor caused her to disappear. We believe she's still here, and if we're very quiet, we just may see evidence of her being. The wonders of our planet have never ceased to amaze me. Evolution, where will it end? Now, hasn't this been a most amazing experience? Onepu Park, what a vision for the future.
Thank you.